This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of June 15th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Wes Mills. The Vice Chancellor of Ivy Tech Community College in Warsaw says a new partnership with Whitko Community Schools will help prepare high school students for the rigors of college and save money for the family. Ivy Tech and Whitko announced the launch of Ivy Tech Academy. The academy will offer high school students a dedicated space to attend virtual college classes during the school day. In an interview on Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick, Alan Decker, the Vice Chancellor of the Warsaw campus, said there are several benefits to the program.
When a high school student can get a jump on that kind of academic rigor and understand the ropes and what's required to really complete on time and to do college-level work, they're just that much more bound to be successful when they go off to college.
The academy will be housed in a former library space at Whitko Junior-Senior High School. Ivy Tech says electronic equipment has already been delivered and renovations and upgrades to the space will take place this summer. The college says students will be able to start using the facility during the next school year. Israel-based Doral Renewables says it has financing in place for the first phase of its planned solar farm in northern Indiana. The developer says it has successfully closed construction project financing for Mammoth North, the first phase of the $1.5 billion Mammoth Solar Project. Construction has already begun. The first phase will encompass 4,500 acres in Stark County. In all, there will be 3 phases of the project. When completed, it will be one of the largest solar farms in the country. American Electric Power has agreed to purchase the power generated by the solar farm. There's a new use for a vacant Marsh supermarket store on the west side of Indianapolis. Denver-based Vasa Fitness plans to open a gym inside the empty building. The Indy-based grocer filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and started closing stores. Vasa says it is redeveloping the store into a 61,000 square foot fitness facility. It's expected to open by this fall and employ about 50 people. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is brought to you by That's Good HR.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
This is Gary Dick. Each week, Inside Indiana Business Television brings you the people, places, and policies that shape the Indiana economy. Exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. Be connected with the full hour of Inside Indiana Business Sunday mornings at 10 on the IIB YouTube channel, or check local listings for the show in your area.
Work One is hosting a job fair today for Walmart workers who lost their jobs this spring when fire swept through a fulfillment center in Plainfield. In April, the company said it would not reopen the warehouse because property damage was too significant. Walmart filed a warn notice with the state saying more than 1,100 workers would lose their jobs permanently. More than 24 employers are expected to take part in the Work One hiring event today that will be held at the Embassy Suites Event Center in Plainfield from 10 to 2. The Indiana Uplands region is preparing to launch 2 competitive funding programs to attract workers and develop housing. The region received a $30 million grant through the Indiana Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative. The Ready Communities 2.0 program will allocate up to $3 million to fund projects designed to attract and retain workers by creating community amenities. And the Ready Housing program, which will provide up to $9 million, will fund projects that help increase the region's inventory of owner-occupied and rental housing to support a growing workforce. U.S. News & World Report has released its annual ranking of the best children's hospitals in the country. While there are no Indiana hospitals in the overall top 10 ranking, Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis is ranked in multiple specialty categories, including urology, cardiology, and pulmonology. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.